What if I told you that the reason you're not happy is because you're trying too hard to be happy? This sounds backwards. But stay with me. Because there's a reason that the happiest people you know aren't the ones chasing happiness. And there's a reason the people who obsess over being happy almost never find it. Psychologists have studied happiness for decades. And one of the most consistent findings is what they call the paradox of happiness. The harder you pursue happiness directly, the more it eludes you. It's like sleep. The more desperate you are to fall asleep, the more awake you become. So if chasing happiness doesn't work, what does? That's what we're going to talk about today. You don't get happy by pursuing happiness. You get happy by pursuing things that make you happy as a side effect. Meaning. Progress. Connection. Purpose. Health. These are the actual building blocks of a good life. When you work towards something meaningful, you feel good. Not because you're chasing happiness, but because you're living in alignment with what you actually value. Viktor Frankl, a psychiatrist who survived the Holocaust, wrote that happiness cannot be pursued, it must ensue. It's the result of living a meaningful life, not the goal of it. There's a psychological phenomenon called hedonic adaptation. It means that no matter what good thing happens to you, a raise, a new car, a new relationship, within a few weeks or months, you return to your baseline level of happiness. You get the promotion. You feel amazing. Then it becomes the new normal. So you need something bigger. A better car. A bigger house. More followers. The treadmill keeps moving. You keep running. And you never actually get anywhere. The solution isn't to want more. The solution is to change your relationship with what you already have. Epictetus, a philosopher who was literally born a slave, said, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." That was 2,000 years ago. And it's still the most practical happiness advice that exists. Gratitude isn't a feel-good exercise. It's a rewiring of your brain. When you regularly notice and appreciate what you already have, your health, your relationships, your small daily comforts, your brain actually changes. It stops scanning for threats and starts noticing opportunities. It stops feeling lacking and starts feeling abundant. Try this. Every night, write down 3 specific things you were grateful for that day. Not, my family. Be specific. The fact that my coffee was warm this morning. The laugh I had with a coworker. The fact that I slept in a bed. Do this for 30 days and your baseline happiness will shift permanently. Modern life is built on one message: you need more. More money. More stuff. More experiences. More followers. More validation. But study after study shows the opposite is true. People who simplify, who remove things from their life rather than adding, consistently report higher levels of well-being. This isn't about becoming a monk. It's about being intentional. What are you carrying that's weighing you down? Commitments you hate. Relationships that drain you. Goals you don't actually want but feel like you should want. Drop them. You don't need them. And without them, there's suddenly a lot more room for the things that actually matter. Theodore Roosevelt said, "Comparison is the thief of joy." He said that before social media existed. Before you could scroll through a highlight reel of every person you know, and thousands you don't, and compare their best moments to your worst ones. You are comparing your behind the scenes to everyone else's highlight reel. And you are losing a game that was never fair to begin with. The only comparison that matters: are you better than you were last year? Last month? Last week? That's the only race worth running. Here's something nobody tells you: comfort doesn't make you happy. It makes you numb. The times you feel most alive, most satisfied, most genuinely happy, are usually on the other side of something hard. A difficult workout finished. A scary conversation had. A project that pushed your limits completed. The brain releases the most dopamine not when you achieve something easy, but when you overcome something hard. Seek challenge. Embrace discomfort. Do things that scare you a little. Not because it's easy. Because it's the only way to actually feel alive. Stop chasing happiness. You'll never catch it that way. Instead, pursue meaning. Build things. Help people. Do hard things. Be grateful for what you have. Stop comparing yourself to others. Simplify your life. Do those things consistently, and happiness will find you. It always does. If this gave you something to think about, hit like. And subscribe for more every week. See you next time.